Vivienne, thanks very much for joining us. It'd be great just to get an update, I suppose, on Revo, but also some of the priorities from the members in the retail sector.
So Revo is the trade association that guides the evolution of the retail and leisure property sectors. And we do that by supporting the interests of the whole retail, leisure and placemaking community, with a focus very much on networking, sharing knowledge and provoking change. And it's very much that change that the sector is going through, this structural change that has been accelerated by COVID, that Revo is focused on, alongside the other changes that the built environment is experiencing, including ESG. So those sort of things include, of course, the net zero pathways that organisations are putting in place. Their focus on community impacts, social impact, and also the enormous challenges of repurposing and regeneration that the private and public sector is so committed to, together with the changes like turnover rents, which are becoming more and more of a talking point, and we really want to get to be supporting our members in identifying what does turnover rent actually look like in these days of omnichannel. Of course, in Europe, this has been in place for some time, but in the UK, that's not the case. And Revo is very much focused on looking at how to ensure that the optimum model is created going forward.
And there's been a growing focus in terms of internationalisation, Vivienne. I suppose what's driving that from Revo's point of view?
Well, the experiences that Revo's membership are facing are not exclusive to the UK by any means. This is very much a global change that retail and leisure is experiencing. So it makes absolute sense for Revo to be reaching out to our counterparts around the world to share experience, to share knowledge, to share best practice, the learnings, the mistakes, of course, and also simply to create an environment where conversations can be had in a collaborative way, so that together we can forge a more positive and vibrant and dynamic path for our sector.
I suppose looking at the kind of positive side, we've seen some movements from, pure online players, like Facebook, Amazon, moving into physical stores. I suppose, what's your sense of that, and also looking at the investment climate?
The pandemic had an impact, of course, in creating more omnichannel than we saw before the pandemic. So what we've seen is that bricks and mortar retail has been developing online platforms, which is very, very much a positive thing. But I think what we've also seen is the draw of physical retail has something special about it that online simply can't replicate. And there's a growing awareness amongst owners, advisors and occupiers in physical retail that it's the experience that consumers want, and it's the experience that they need to be provided. And that experience is growing and becoming more sophisticated as consumers become more demanding. There's a real challenge and opportunity there. And all I'm seeing is that everyone involved is very much rising to that challenge.
Great. Really interested to catch up. Thanks very much for joining us, Vivienne.
Thank you. Bye-bye.